The month of November has been completed, and now I have gone through and picked out all of my favorite things that I want to show all of you, and I've reflected on the month itself. The reflections at the end, the favorites are at the beginning, there's kind of a middle part. I'm not sure that it transitions, I don't know. But I look forward to sharing with all of you. To start, here are some of my favorite Facebook posts. Love your fucking life. Take pictures of everything. Tell people you love them. Talk to random strangers. Do things that you're scared to do. Fuck it, because so many of us die and no one remembers the thing we did. Take your life and make it the best story in the world. Don't waste that shit. Sometimes what you don't have hurts so much it blinds you to what you do have. It's always important to remember and cherish what is already there. Apparently we can grow gothic roses now. An awesome idea here is that Sweden is now using garbage as a source of energy, and I think that's an awesome idea and an awesome way to get rid of trash. People don't always need advice. Sometimes all they really need is a hand to hold, an ear to listen, and a heart to understand them. Never apologize for how you feel. No one can control how they feel. The sun doesn't apologize for being the sun. The rain doesn't say sorry for falling. Feelings just are. Don't close the book when bad things happen in your life. Just turn the page and begin a new chapter. Never quit. If you stumble, get back up. What happened yesterday no longer matters. Today's another day, so get back on track and move closer to your dreams and goals. You can do it. Some say it's weakness to care too much. I believe that caring too much sows seeds of kindness everywhere. Yes, I know they used the wrong two. None of your scars can make me love you less. I found a website where we can make our own news, so... Breaking news! I want tacos. The stomach is growling and there is no escape without the tacos. Some people will only like you if you fit inside their box. Don't be afraid to shove that box up their ass. It's not my fault you thought I was normal. That's on you. You cannot heal a lifetime of pain overnight. Be patient with yourself. It takes as long as it takes to rebuild yourself. I have no idea how to not think. Just sending out a big hug to whoever may need one right now. How others see you isn't important. How you see yourself means everything. Namaste. The truth that we are all one when we live from the heart. Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day. No one owns the water, no one owns the lands, no one owns the oceans, no one owns the sands. These are given by our mother, the planet provides for free. Only by hands of the greedy does the earth require a fee. It's okay to not be okay all the time. In the tapestry of life, we're all connected. Each one of us is a gift to those around us, helping each other be who we are, weaving a perfect picture together. She who is brave is free. You never know how much pain is being hidden by someone's smile, so be kind. Smile. Why? Because it makes you attractive, it changes your mood, it relieves stress, and it helps you stay positive. If you want something, don't intentionally thwart it. That's just self-destructive. 8 ways to rebuilding your life. 1. Love yourself unconditionally. 2. Release your bottled up emotions. 3. Make time for long walks alone. 4. Avoid living beyond your means. 5. Nurture your inner strength. 6. Stop apologizing for being you. 7. Surround yourself with positive people. 8. Embrace your situation, whatever it may be. We are in each other's life for a reason. Thank you for showing up. Your heart knows the way. Run in that direction. Shine like the whole universe is yours. Mashed potatoes, not your head. Buckle up. I saw this one in real life. In my life, I've been touched by the souls of some very beautiful people. Thank you all. You do not find your worth in a person. You find your worth within yourself, and then you find a person who is worthy of you. Remember that. Let your weird light shine bright so the other weirdos know where to find you. In case nobody's told you today, you're worthy, you're valid. I'm glad you exist. I actually really felt like this was a very symbolic picture, and it actually means quite a bit to me. I feel like that sometimes. I found my favorite smell again, somewhere new. Cleanse the world. Just be yourself. Let people see the real, imperfect, flawed, quirky, weird, beautiful, and magical person that you are. I know that the election happened, and I did post a lot about the election. I actually do post a lot about social justice and various things like that as well. If you guys are interested in joining me on Facebook, I would be very appreciative. Just know that I share a lot of things every day, and those were my favorite posts. The inspirational posts are always my favorite. So that's actually what Tumblr is for. I usually only post inspirational stuff on Tumblr. I very rarely post anything else. So I'll show you some of my favorite Tumblr posts. A child can teach an adult 3 things: to be happy for no reason, to always be busy with something, and to know how to demand with all his might that which he desires. Paulo Coelho. Breathe in, breathe out. There's a difference between pushing yourself. Hard work pays off. You can do it. I will finish. Go me. Done. And pushing yourself past your limit. No more sleep. I have to work for 8 hours straight. I hate this. Done, but what cost? We're going nowhere. If the world was free of problems, paradise would lose its value. Don't be so hard on yourself. I look over at you and see sunshine. Enjoy the little things in life, for one day you'll look back and realize they were the big things. I'd also absolutely love it if you joined me on my Tumblr. I mostly post inspirational stuff, also self-motivation stuff. Sometimes it gets a little emotional, so I would love it if you guys join me there. On Twitter, I mostly just do YouTube stuff. I give YouTube updates. I would totally appreciate it if you joined me on there, but sometimes I will share something else, like something funny that I said or somebody else said, and I will also share anything that seems interesting or inspirational that other people post. So I have quite a few retweets that I am somewhat interested in. I very rarely use Twitter. It is my least used social media because I just don't like Twitter. I find it annoying that I would have to shorten what I have to say. Granted, I am a writer and I like to write a lot, so Twitter is just not my sort of thing. But I have it anyways because I like to connect with the world, and a lot of people connect in Twitter. So that's where that is. Never give up on anybody. Miracles happen every day. The life purpose for each of us is to overcome negativity by choosing love. People have a hard time letting go of suffering. Out of a fear of the unknown, they prefer suffering that is familiar. When a thermal and a t-shirt aren't enough to keep warm, the cold is never ending. Why me? I need a jacket. I would also share with you guys my favorite Instagram posts, since that is something that I would have, but the thing is, I have no way of recording my phone, so I'm not really sure how to do that. Maybe in the future, in a future version of video, but those were all of my favorite social media posts that I can share with you on video. So, in November, I managed to spend a little too much money on jackets. Not this one, but I continue to spend too much money on jackets. I got my cute little Neko Love jacket. It was a lot of money, but but I also bought this black one with the rainbow paint drips, and that one's supposed to come in the mail soon. Like, I bought it November 1st, and
they messaged me 5 days ago saying that they'd send it within a month. So, and that they've shipped it out and it should take up to a month to get here. So I should be getting that around January at the latest. Yeah. Too much money on jackets for sure. I met some crazy people online who think that the dictionary is invalid because it's English. Apparently. Yeah, just... I met some crazy people online who were terribly mean to me a lot over the month of November, so I wasn't really into that. Bruce gave me the Dragon Tarot. He says he's only ever used them for romance questions, and since my normal deck of cards for tarot don't like romance questions, and they particularly like to screw me over whenever it comes to any sort of romance question, I'm just gonna use these whenever I have a romance question, since they've proven to be effective when it comes to that. So this is what their use is gonna be for, and my fantastical creatures one can be for everything else. And that kind of just completes everything that I've ever needed to ask questions about. And I'm like, yes, tarot cards, thank you so much for existing. I love tarot cards. I also met this super cool guy who likes to dance on trains and talk about travel and adventure with me. It's super fun to talk to him. And I've seen him twice. I always get super excited when he comes into the yogurt shop because it's like, it's fun to talk to him, you know? And so I look forward to seeing him again. It's always a lot of fun whenever I see him. So I'm just saying that's like one of my favorite things this month for sure, is meeting this person. I think the saddest thing about the month of November was that Trump won the presidency. That was horrible. Protests occurred outside of my work, actually. I'm pretty sure that I took some video of that, that I will be showing in my random November vlogs that don't really fit anywhere else. They're not just vlogs from November, but I didn't have... most of them were from November, so I just kind of threw in the extra ones that really didn't fit anywhere else from all time. So, yeah. I grew physically weaker from my eating habits, and also there was a supermoon this month. I've experienced a lot of internet bullying from people in November. Like, that is like a thing. People just hating on me. I don't know why. Like, November is just an extremely upsetting month when it comes to dealing with other human beings. Like, overall. I saw Doctor Strange. It took me 2 weeks to celebrate Samhain. I celebrated Samhain for pretty much the first 2 weeks of November. It was kind of crazy. I had 2 Thanksgivings. One Thanksgiving was at Irish's house, and that was a lot of fun. I drew a really cool picture. I'll insert a picture of that here. And I also had my second Thanksgiving at Christina's house with my mom, and that was a lot of fun too. It was surprisingly calm. I was so happy that we didn't talk about politics. Like, I was just so surprised and happy that we actually had a decent Thanksgiving there. I actually admitted that I have problems, like certain problems, regarding my emotional existence this month. So I've been researching ways to deal with some things that I'm not going to specify on. But you know, recognizing these things and accepting that they are there was a very important step that I took in November. One of the best things that happened in November was that a customer brought in a phone from the bathroom, and she was saying that someone had lost it, and I was so worried because we shared that bathroom with 4 different establishments. And so I was like, okay. So I took it because I wanted to like reassure that customer. And then later on, I was in the bathroom and I overheard someone like, darn it, I can't find my phone. And I'm like, wait, are you looking for a phone? And it was like a couple hours later, and then she's like, is it red? And I'm like, yes. And then I took her all the way from the bathroom into the yogurt shop, and she obviously wasn't shopping there at all. So I'm so glad I happened to be in the bathroom when I was. And then she hugged me and got so excited when I gave it to her, and she thanked me so many times, and I have not felt that appreciated in such a long time, and I felt so happy just and she just wouldn't stop hugging me, and it was so amazing. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that anyone could be that happy. And then she left, and she came back later with her friends, and like, this is her, as like sort of thing, and started hugging me and thanking me again. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never experienced so much appreciation. Like, yes, I have, but it made me just feel so happy that she was just like, yes, I love hugs, and it's like I've had a lot of inner turmoil this month, and it's ridiculous the amount that I write about my inner turmoils in my diary. Like, the way that I'm like going through and like picking out what I'm going to say is by sitting here going through my diary, and I'm just realizing that November was filled with a lot of pain and misery over things that I need to deal with. And I don't think anything that happened in November is solved other than the issue with my grandmother. And I'm not sure that's entirely solved. It's just more solved than anything else, because I'm not explaining that either. It's too family personal sort of thing, but nothing's getting solved, and I've just been an emotional mess. Well, I've just kind of been an emotional mess most of my life, but November especially. And I didn't realize that this was a trend until going through my diary again to find any particular things that I want to mention on here. So when I did my Wheel of the Year tarot reading on Samhain, the card that I got for November was the 3 of Swords. This is in my Fantastical Creatures tarot deck. So the creature for the 3 of Swords is Jenny Greenteeth. A fearsome creature, Jenny Greenteeth drags unsuspecting people into her dark, swampy home, and they are never seen again. Jenny has sharp teeth, green like the slime covering the pool. Vague images of her victims can be seen in the dark organic foliage. The sword on the bank represents the consciousness. The upright sword in the water denotes the subconscious mind. The third sword dangling from the tree limb symbolizes the higher consciousness or universal state of mind. None of the swords attracts Jenny, as she has no conscience. Divinatory meaning: an omen of heartache, sadness, losses, and possible rejection. This card reveals the pain of separation in a love relationship. Magical uses used to help you let go of emotional losses and pain. My reflection on this card, after the matter has already been ceased. I kept this card in mind to begin with as an omen, and then now that it's the end of the month, it is time that I reflect. Oddly, with the story of the Jenny Greenteeth on this card, I keep thinking, like, how do they know she has no conscience? Like, most people don't have any way of telling that sort of thing. Like, she might just really just not want to deal with consciousness, because consciousness kind of like requires you to be conscious. Like all of them, like just avoiding life altogether is a complete possibility. There are lots of reasons you wouldn't want to be drawn to those things. Like, it's kind of a cowardly and fearful thing to do. But then, of course, if we're going to sit here and look at the rest of that, yes, November has been filled with emotional pain. I do feel heartache. Just I'm not exactly sure that it's supposed to be there or not. So it's kind of just like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about how I feel about any of this, because it's just kind of just been on and off, I don't know what I want sort of thing. And I've been told it's okay to not know what I want, but I feel like that's only true to an extent. You need to know what you want in order to make good decisions, well thought out decisions, and that is something that I fail to do. I fail to make decisions. And then when I finally do make a decision, it can easily be destroyed. It can easily be put away when I have any sort of opposition. I am not very good at sticking to my decisions. I don't know how to express myself properly in regards to my emotions towards other people. I don't believe that my emotions are entirely good for me. I have been trying to let go, though. That was actually one of my sole focuses for the past, I don't know, most of my year, trying to let go. Well, I don't even know if it's most of my year at this point. It's kind of just like August, September, October, November. Letting go was actually really my focus for all of that, and I really, really wanted to make sure that I could let go for the beginning of my year. And I've I've probably said in a number of my videos already, I don't know what order I'm uploading these, so I don't know if that's accurate quite yet, but it will be. I don't know why, but November seems like the first month of the year this year, and I don't even know. It's just so weird that I actually feel like it. Like, some years I feel differently. Sometimes March is the first month, sometimes June is the first month, but this month, November, is the first month of the year. This is how we're going with this. Something that I learned that I'd like to share with you all is that no matter what happens, people in their hearts are good. There's always a reason behind what everyone does, and even if you believe that their particular decision is evil and doesn't make any sort of sense, it can actually have good reason and cause, even if it seems like the worst possible thing in the entire world. And no matter what happens, people aren't going to sit there and try being assholes intentionally, usually. They usually actually believe that this sort of thing is the best possible thing in order to move forward in life. It's really difficult when I know that I can understand other people and then still not be able to make it so that I can make things work out, because I have the first bet. I have the knowledge of what people feel. I am very empathetic. I can very easily feel what others are feeling. But, like, I can understand why, too, when they explain what's going on to me, and I think that my main problem is I don't know what to do about it most of the time. Like, I feel what other people feel. If they just want to share their problems with me, I will feel it with them. And I can offer my best suggestions, and I can offer any sort of help I can. And whenever it comes to any sort of day-to-day living, if somebody has wronged me, I can sit there and tell why they've done it, which kind of sucks, especially when I turn out to be right. Like, I actually asked someone this month about why to something, and I was right. I was right. I hate it when I'm right when it comes to things like that, because it's just kind of like, well, of course I'm right. Because then it's like, what can I do? Because I know why. So how do I get why to work to my advantage is my question. I want to know how to use this knowledge for my own benefit, but I don't know how. And that's one of my problems. I need to figure out how to use this knowledge to my benefit. And I would be so much better at socially interacting with others if this were the case. I'm already pretty decent at it, in my opinion. I think that my friends disagree with me, but I get along with random strangers pretty well, I think. Yeah. As long as they aren't people's parents. I really don't like meeting people's parents. It's awkward. Very awkward. But I think I can handle it. It's just... I guess the point that I'm trying to make here is that it would be easier for everyone to just treat each other with love and respect if they understood why people were behaving the way that they were, and could act accordingly with it. People have to be open-minded in order for this to work anyways, but when they are open-minded, it's kind of like, okay, why did they do this? Okay, they didn't mean any harm by it, so their intentions were good. Why get mad at them if their intentions are good? Why be upset with them if their intentions are good? Why not forgive them if their intentions were good? Like, seriously, if they were just trying their best, or if something was just going on where things couldn't work out, like, I don't understand why people can't just be filled with forgiveness. I do not get why people aren't like that. Why people can't just try to figure out why somebody else is doing what they're doing rather than running away, which seems to be a common thing for most people. I actually lost quite a lot of people over November. I actually lost quite a lot of people over the past year, but November especially was a very trying time for losing people. I didn't necessarily care quite as much about these people as certain person, but I'm just saying this is a certain sort of trend people have. They just love to leave me. And I'm just like, yo, I know why you're doing it, but could you stop, please? It's annoying and upsetting that people don't want my wonderfulness and awesomeness in their life. I'm the best around. So here's a shout out to everyone who's a brave person and is actually willing to look within the hearts of those around them and react with love, even if you don't necessarily agree with the people around you. Something I've definitely learned to do the past month. Thank you for watching. Blessed be. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you guys would like to share any of your thoughts on anything that I've said, please comment in the comment box below, or if you'd like to share any of your favorite things from the month of November, I would totally appreciate hearing about it. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. Also, I'd totally love it if you'd watch some of my other videos. It'd be super cool. Love you guys. Peace.